channel. If you're new here, I'm Lottie, I'm a mum of 2, and on my channel we do speed cleaning, vlogs, day in the lives, hauls, general things like that. So if you want to, hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell, and that'll keep you up to date with all my new vlogs coming soon. And today we're going to be talking about potty training. Ella is just on the verge of understanding what she wants to do and join in with it and things like that. So I think we're on the right track. She is 2.5-ish. She's born in December, it's now April, so she's almost 2.5. Miles wasn't ready until he was gone 3. He was maybe like 3.5, which in some people's eyes that's really late, but that was when he was ready to do it. Ella is really interested in watching everybody else on the toilet. It's like a magical thing. She wants to know where it all goes. She wants to use the flush. She wants to use her step and things like that. So I think we're on the, the verge of her actually wanting to give it a proper go and try. I thought I'd do some top tips on potty training because we've done it before with Miles and we're going to be doing it again with Ella very soon. So I thought I'd do my top tips for you. My first top tip is decide whether you want to do it on the potty or on the toilet. I would say it's easier to do it on a potty, but then you have another stage of then going from a potty to a toilet, whereas we cut out the middleman and we go straight to a toilet. Also, you can get seats that you put on the toilet, but they tend to wiggle about a bit and it can be quite frightening with little ones if they feel like they're going to fall in. For both of our toilets now we have pull down seats, so they're kind of like, not velcroed, what's the word, magnetic into the toilet seat. It was built that way, that's how it was bought, and then when you need the baby part of the seat you lift the seat up and then the baby seat comes down. I'll show you in a minute. It was from Argos. It was £30 I think, so I would highly recommend the one that's downstairs in our house because it's solid, it's made of wood, it has a soft close, the baby seat actually is magnetic so it can go out of the way. I would also say as well, it doesn't move, whereas our £15 one that we got upstairs, it's from the range, it's plastic, and the bolts on it aren't as strong as what the one downstairs is. So over a while it tends to like wiggle, and then you'll find yourself sat on it one day and you'll kind of slide into the toilet sort of thing. So I'll link down below the one we have downstairs. It's really, really good. I picked it because it had 5-star reviews. It was nice and solid. Again, it's made out of wood, so it's easy to clean, and you can also unclip the back so it is an easy clean seat as well, and wipe it all down, and yeah, so get your right seats. So you need to be prepared with what they're going to wear. If you want to go straight in and use knickers and underpants, that's fantastic, but you might be thinking as well that you want to use pull-ups for in the night, and you could use them in the day as well. I wouldn't recommend them in the day just because they still feel like a nappy, so the child generally thinks they're in a nappy and they're going to wee in it, whereas if they have the knickers and the underpants, it feels breezier. They don't like the sensation of them being wet, and yeah, it's just a more grown-up step rather than a nappy into a pull-up. Miles really enjoyed going out and picking what character he wanted on his underpants, so we had like Spider-Man and Batman and things like that, so you could also make a big deal out of it and make it really fun that you're going to go get some princess knickers. Or, I don't know, you can go out and find your sticker charts and your reward charts and your prizes. And yeah, make it more of a fun, enjoyable thing rather than this daunting thing that they're learning something new. So with Miles, we had a sticker chart, and every time he went on the toilet, whether he did a wee or a poo or not, he actually got a sticker. That made him feel really proud that he'd actually tried and give it a go, rather than, oh, well, you sat on the toilet and you didn't do anything, so you're not going to get a sticker. So I would make sure you're encouraging even the little things. Yes, they're sitting on the toilet. That's such a big deal for someone so little. They've never done this before. It's something totally new, and yes, they're giving it a go. So make sure you're praising them for every little thing they're doing. They're pulling their pants up themselves. They're going on the toilet seat themselves. They're washing their hands themselves. Things like that is really encouraging to make sure that they're getting into the right routine of it, the right steps to help them achieve that goal. So as I said a minute ago, rewards and prizes are a great help. With Miles, it was in the middle of summer holidays and we'd already booked a trip to Legoland. So we didn't tell him at the time, it was a surprise. So to help encourage him with his toilet training, once his sticker chart was full, we were able to go to Legoland, which in his eyes was the best prize of all time. Now obviously you don't have to be so extravagant like that. It could be a teddy, it could be some sweeties, it could be, I don't know, even a badge or anything like that. Something that they'd love and enjoy working towards. So before you're actually starting potty training, I would recommend changing nappies in the bathroom. That way they're starting to associate that that's where all that messy stuff happens. The nappies, the wees, the poos, it all happens behind that door. You change their nappy on the floor, you put them on the toilet if they're happy to do that, let them sit there for a minute, put them back on the mat and put their nappy back on. It helps them understand that that's that room, that's what it's for, that's what that area is for, and we don't just do it all over the house. I can say it could be very stressful. First time we tried with Miles, it didn't go well and we left him another 6 months and it was much better. I would 100% say stay calm. No matter what you're doing, stay calm. They're gonna be accidents, it's gonna be messy, but at the end of the day, they've got to learn. Now, as I said, when we were working with Miles with his toilet training, the first time round we tried it in the winter months and it was much harder to do because we were confined to being inside, and obviously then the accidents were happening all over the house. Whereas in the summer we were outside in the garden, we were going to the parks and things like that. It wasn't such a messy idea. So yes, he did a wee in the garden, but it doesn't matter. So I would recommend doing it more in the summer months where you can be outside and you're not so concerned about them having a wee on the couch or on the bed or anything like that, or all over the carpets. The summer months they can go outside with no nappy on, they can be free, they can play, and then they can also click that yes, I need to go inside and go to the toilet. So you bring them in, you go on the toilet, and then you take them back outside again, and you also encourage them and give them their reward for even trying to go on the toilet. If they do have an accident, you make sure you take them on the toilet as well, because they've got to understand that maybe there's a bit more inside, maybe we need to keep trying, but also, oh yes, I've made a mistake, but we're gonna try again on the toilet anyway. So my next tip is make sure you've got enough time off work. Even if that's one parent doing it for a few days, the next parent do it for the next days, you have to be able to make sure you're 100% committed and concentrated on the fact that you're going to be doing this toilet training. Now for Miles, I was lucky enough to be working at home as a childminder, but I can totally understand how parents going backwards and forwards to work, nurseries, being with grandparents and things like that can totally throw the child off course, and it can take a lot longer. So try and set aside a few days, even if you need to do it for your holiday days, and try and get a week out of it really, so they've got a full week to be able to sit down, concentrate and understand that this is what we're going to be doing this week. We're going to be staying at home most of the time because we need to be back and forwards to the toilet pretty much every hour when they get started, so you're not going to miss that first initial wee, and then you're gonna get into their routine and understand them a bit more of when they need to go, and then it can be a bit longer each time and a bit longer. So I'm wishing you the best of luck. If you need any more help, leave it in the comments down below. If my comments are still switched off, you can leave it on the community tab or any of my social media pages. If you can, hit the subscribe button down below, it means the world to me, and also give it a thumbs up, and that'll show YouTube that people do want to see this video. And I'll see you all again soon. Bye!